Hi everyone, so today we're going to cover the second subtopic in chapter 1, which is 1.2 types of engineering. Okay, so there are two learning outcomes in this subtopic. The first one is differentiation between engineers, technologists, engineering technologists, and scientists. And the second learning outcome is to explain the engineering discipline in mechanical, chemical, civil, and electrical and electronic engineering and their sub-disciplines. Before we look at the types of engineering that we have, I want to make you clear on the differences between engineer, technologists, engineering technologists, and scientists. Engineer. So who is an engineer? What does an engineer do? I'm sure that many of you here who wants to be an engineer. Engineer is a person who will train in design, construction, and use of machine in any various branches of engineering. Engineer will also apply physical and chemical laws and mathematics to create, develop, test, and supervise the manufactured products and services. Okay, so engineer is what we call as a problem solver. Okay, for example, if anyone has encounter with a problems, alright, so engineer will be the one who will think and design to the solutions of the problem. Okay, so the qualification is to become an engineer is you need to have at least a minimum degree in any engineering courses, right? It's either can be civil, mechanical, or electrical. Right, so the degree is what we call as a Bachelor of Engineering in bracket BEng. Okay. Technologist. Who is a technologist? Technologist is a person who uses scientific knowledge to solve practical problems, focus on direct application of established engineering principles and processes. And technologist is the one who is more interested in hardware and processes. So meaning that technologists will be focusing more on application of technology of a system and technology of a machine. Right, so in terms of education, technologists will receive a limited coverage in maths, physical science, and engineering theory. So meaning that technologists will be exposed more on skills and less in theory. Compared to engineer will be exposed more on theory and less in skill. Okay, so this is a difference between engineer and technologist. In terms of qualification to become a technologist, you need to have a degree, Bachelor of Technology, in bracket we call it as BTech. Okay. Engineering technologist. So now, what about engineering technologist? Engineering technologist is the person who applies scientific and engineering knowledge and methods combined with technical skills in support of engineering activities. So engineering technologist is quite similar to technologists. It's just that engineering technologist is a specialist who implements technology within a field of engineering and systems. Okay, that means it's focusing more on engineering field. Okay, the qualification to become an engineering technologist is you need to have a Bachelor of Engineering Technology in bracket BEng Tech. Scientist. Okay, so this is the last one. Who is a scientist? Scientist is a person who is studying or has expert knowledge of one or more of a natural or physical sciences. Scientist also uses scientific method to do research in physical science, medical science, or in any other field, even in engineering. To become a scientist, you need to have at least a degree in Bachelor of Science, in bracket BSc. Okay, it can either be Bachelor of Science in Physics, Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, or even in Maths. James A. Missionary said that science dream about doing great things, engineers do them. So in conclusion, scientists are the ones who create theories and engineers are the ones who implement them. Okay, scientists will be telling the engineers on what to make or what to design, and engineers will be telling the scientists the constraints, while technologists will be involved in making hardware and processes of the things that the engineers has designed. They are indeed different, but they work very close together.